Think pickups are all about and power? Think again. Some of the tiniest pickups ever made are proof that big things can come in small packages. Today we're counting down the top 12 tiniest pickups ever made. Trucks so compact and quirky, you won't believe they actually existed. From forgotten classics to engineering experiments, these pint-sized haulers rewrote the rule book on what a pickup could be. Ready to be amazed? Let's dive into the world of these miniature marvels. The DKW Schnellaster Kastenwagen, 1949 to 1962, is a prime example of post-war German engineering aimed at practicality and efficiency. It was compact, quirky, and unmistakably utilitarian, designed to address the pressing need for versatile commercial vehicles during Germany's rebuilding phase. While not a truck in the traditional sense, its tiny stature, innovative design, and two-stroke engine make it a standout in the world of small utility vehicles. The Schnellaster, which translates to fast transporter, was a pioneer in many respects. It was one of the first vehicles to adopt a front-wheel drive layout, a revolutionary design choice for its time, especially in the utility vehicle segment. This configuration, paired with a cab-over-engine design, allowed for a remarkably compact overall footprint while maximizing cargo space. The flat floor and low loading height made it exceptionally easy to load and unload goods, an essential feature for small businesses and tradespeople in the tight confines of post-war European cities. Powering the Schnellaster was a diminutive two-stroke, two-cylinder engine that initially displaced just 688 cc, later growing to 896 cc in later models. These engines produced between 20 and 34 horsepower, which might sound laughable by today's standards, but was perfectly adequate for the lightweight, aerodynamic van. The small engine offered exceptional fuel efficiency, a crucial factor in an era of rationed fuel and economic hardship. Its simplicity also made it easy to repair, a key selling point for small businesses looking to keep costs down. What truly set the Schnellaster apart was its versatility. The Kastenwagen variant was essentially a minivan with a truck-like cargo area, offering enough space for deliveries, tools, or small loads of goods. It was particularly popular among tradespeople, shopkeepers, and even postal services. The adaptability of its design meant it could be configured as a panel van, a flatbed truck, or even a passenger van catering to a wide range of needs. Its efficient use of space and clever engineering earned it a reputation as a pint-sized workhorse. Despite its practicality, the DKW Schnellaster was undeniably tiny. Measuring just over 4 meters, 13 feet in length, and less than 2 meters, 6.5 feet, in height, it was dwarfed by traditional trucks of the era. Its small size made it ideal for navigating narrow European streets, but it also meant that it couldn't carry particularly heavy or large loads. The maximum payload was typically around 800 kilograms, 1,760 pounds, enough for small-scale transport, but far from the capacity of larger trucks. This limitation, while acceptable for its intended purpose, meant that the Schnellaster was best suited for urban environments and light-duty work. The Schnellaster's design was as charming as it was practical. The rounded, bulbous bodywork gave it a friendly, approachable appearance that belied its utility. The cab-over layout placed the driver directly above the front axle, offering excellent visibility and a surprising amount of interior space given the vehicle's size. However, its compact dimensions and lightweight construction also meant it could feel a bit unstable at higher speeds or when carrying heavier loads. The two-stroke engine's characteristic noise and smoky exhaust added to its quirky personality, but it wasn't exactly refined by modern standards. Over its production run from 1949 to 1962, the Schnellaster underwent several updates, including more powerful engines, improved suspension, and slight design tweaks. However, it remained fundamentally the same, a small, efficient, and versatile utility vehicle that prioritized function over form. By the time production ended, it had firmly established itself as a symbol of practicality and ingenuity, embodying the resourcefulness of post-war Germany. In hindsight, the DKW Schnellaster Kastenwagen was ahead of its time in many ways. Its front-wheel drive layout, compact design, and focus on efficiency and versatility foreshadowed the modern era of small commercial vehicles. While its tiny size and modest performance might seem limiting today, it was perfectly suited to the needs of its era. It remains a fascinating piece of automotive history, a testament to the ingenuity and practicality that defined the post-war recovery period. The Mazda B360, 1961 to 1968, was a quintessential product of its time, embodying the spirit of post-war Japan's automotive ingenuity and practical problem-solving. This tiny pickup was engineered with precision to cater to the needs of small businesses, farmers, and local merchants in a rapidly industrializing society where space, affordability, and efficiency were paramount. Despite its diminutive size and modest engine, the B360 left an outsized impression on Japan's K-truck market and helped solidify Mazda's reputation as a manufacturer of reliable, innovative vehicles. At the heart of the B360 was a 356cc air-cooled, two-cylinder engine, a design tailored to meet Japan's K-car regulations, which aimed to make vehicles more accessible and affordable to a broader segment of the population. Producing just 16 horsepower, the engine was not built for speed or brute force, but rather for reliability and frugality. Its lightweight design and efficient fuel consumption made it an economical choice for individuals and small businesses looking to minimize operating costs. The simplicity of the engine also meant that maintenance was straightforward, a key selling point for owners in rural areas who might not have access to sophisticated repair shops. Physically, the B360 was small, even by K-truck standards. With a curb weight of just 530 kilograms, 1,168 pounds. It was light enough to be nimble on narrow roads, but sturdy enough to carry a payload of up to 300 kilograms, 660 pounds. This combination of low weight and high utility made the B360 a perfect fit for Japan's dense urban environments and tight rural paths, where maneuverability was often more important than sheer power. The compact bed was ideal for carrying modest loads, whether that meant baskets of vegetables, crates of fish, or parcels of goods for local delivery. The cab-over design maximized cargo space by pushing the driver's compartment forward, a common feature of key trucks that helped them make the most of their small footprint. The design also provided excellent visibility, allowing drivers to navigate crowded city streets or uneven rural terrain with confidence. Inside, the cabin was minimalist but functional, offering enough comfort for short trips while keeping costs low. There were no frills or unnecessary luxuries, as every element of the B360's design was focused on utility and affordability. However, the B360 was not without its limitations. The tiny engine, while efficient, struggled with inclines or under heavy loads, and its top speed was modest, making it unsuitable for long-distance hauling or high-speed travel. The suspension system, though adequate for its size, provided a rough ride on poorly maintained roads, and the narrow wheelbase could make handling tricky on uneven surfaces. Still, these drawbacks were minor for its intended use as a short-distance utility vehicle. One of the most striking aspects of the B360 was its visual design. The truck had a rounded, approachable appearance that gave it a friendly, almost playful character. Its compact proportions made it look like a scaled-down version of a larger pickup, and its simplicity was part of its charm. The styling reflected the functional aesthetic of 1960s Japan, where practicality often took precedence over form, yet the B360 managed to balance both in its own understated way. Mazda marketed the B360 primarily to small-scale operators who needed a dependable and economical vehicle for everyday tasks. It quickly became a popular choice among farmers transporting produce, shopkeepers delivering goods, and craftsmen moving tools and materials. Its low purchase price and operating costs made it accessible to a wide range of buyers, helping it gain a foothold in Japan's competitive K-truck segment. The B360's success also laid the foundation for Mazda's future endeavors in the commercial vehicle market. While the B360 itself was eventually replaced by more advanced models, its legacy lived on in Mazda's commitment to producing practical, reliable vehicles that addressed the specific needs of their customers. The B360's durability and efficiency earned it a loyal following, and many units remained in use long after production ceased, a testament to its robust engineering and thoughtful design. In retrospect, the Mazda B360 stands as a symbol of Japan's post-war recovery and the ingenuity of its automotive industry. It was a vehicle that understood its purpose and delivered on it with remarkable precision. For the farmers loading fresh produce, the merchants delivering wares, and the craftsmen relying on it to transport tools, the B360 was more than just a pickup. It was a partner in their daily lives. Though modest in power and size, it played an outsized role in the lives of those who depended on it, proving that sometimes the smallest vehicles can make the biggest difference. The Renault Juvaquatre pickup, 1937 to 1948, was a fascinating example of automotive adaptability, born out of necessity during a turbulent period in global history. Rooted in the Renault Juvaquatre sedan platform, the pickup variant was designed to meet the practical needs of small businesses, artisans, and farmers, who required an affordable, compact, and efficient vehicle for everyday transport. While it was undeniably small, it represented an essential tool for a society grappling with economic challenges and wartime restrictions. At its core, the Juvaquatre pickup inherited much of its mechanical DNA from the sedan version. Under the hood was a modest 1.0-liter inline-4 engine, producing approximately 23 horsepower, a figure that might seem laughable by modern standards, but was adequate for the pickup's lightweight construction. This engine was paired with a 3-speed manual gearbox, which allowed the Juvaquatre to handle short-distance deliveries and light-hauling tasks efficiently. Its top speed was limited, making it better suited for urban deliveries and rewrote trips than for extended journeys on highways or rough terrain. The vehicle's compact size was one of its defining characteristics. With a small cargo bed positioned behind the 2-seater cab, the Juvaquatre pickup was designed for carrying lightweight goods such as groceries, tools, or small parcels. Its payload capacity of around 250 kilograms, 550 pounds, reflected its purpose as a utility vehicle for modest tasks rather than heavy-duty work. The diminutive bed, while practical for small-scale operations, was not intended to compete with larger trucks of the era, which were better equipped for industrial or agricultural use. Visually, the Juvaquatre pickup retained much of the charm of the sedan on which it was based. Its rounded Art Deco-inspired styling was typical of pre-war and wartime European vehicles, with flowing lines, a simple grille, and an overall design that emphasized elegance within a compact footprint. The front end was nearly identical to the sedan, featuring a neatly integrated grille and headlights that gave it a friendly, approachable look. The rear cargo bed, while functional, was minimalistic and utilitarian, emphasizing practicality over aesthetic appeal. The vehicle's small dimensions and efficient engine made it a practical choice for France's narrow streets and rural roads. Its lightweight construction also contributed to good fuel efficiency, a crucial factor during the years of fuel shortages and economic austerity brought on by World War II and its aftermath. The Juvaquatre pickup's simplicity and ease of maintenance made it an attractive option for business owners who needed a reliable workhorse that wouldn't break the bank. However, the Juvaquatre pickup was not without its limitations. The small engine, while efficient, struggled with heavier loads or steep inclines, and the vehicle's lightweight build meant it was not as robust as larger commercial trucks. Additionally, the limited space in the cab and cargo bed restricted its versatility, making it less suitable for larger businesses or those requiring more substantial transport capabilities. Despite these drawbacks, the Juvaquatre pickup excelled in its niche, offering an affordable and practical solution for small-scale operations. The production of the Juvaquatre pickup spanned a period of significant upheaval from its pre-war origins to the challenging post-war years. During World War II, Renault's factories were repurposed for wartime production, and civilian vehicle manufacturing was significantly curtailed. Despite these interruptions, the Juvaquatre pickup found a steady audience among those who needed a simple, effective vehicle for everyday tasks. Its affordability and practicality ensured its popularity in a time when resources were scarce and utility was paramount. In the context of automotive history, the Renault Juvaquatre pickup stands as a testament to the ingenuity of manufacturers who adapted existing designs to meet the needs of a changing world. While it was never intended to be a groundbreaking or revolutionary vehicle, it fulfilled its purpose admirably, providing an essential service to those who relied on it during difficult times. Its compact size, efficient design, and charming appearance made it a beloved workhorse for small businesses and individuals across France and beyond. Today, the Juvaquatre pickup is a rare sight, cherished by collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate its historical significance and unique character. It represents a bygone era when practicality and resourcefulness were the hallmarks of automotive design, and it serves as a reminder of the resilience and creativity that defined the period in which it was built. Though small in stature, the Juvaquatre pickup played a significant role in the lives of those who depended on it, proving that even the tiniest vehicles can leave a lasting legacy. The Toyota Stout Light, 1954 to 1960, is a fascinating chapter in the history of Japanese automotive engineering, and one of the earliest examples of a Toyota's efforts to establish itself in the global light truck market. Emerging during a critical time in Japan's post-World War II recovery, the Stout Light was designed with practicality, efficiency, and affordability in mind. It served as a foundational stepping stone for Toyota's later successes, paving the way for the company's long-lasting reputation for building reliable, durable vehicles. At its heart, the Stout Light was powered by a modest 1.0-liter inline-4 engine, which produced around 27 horsepower. While that might sound unimpressive by modern standards, it was more than adequate for the small-scale agricultural, delivery, and utility tasks it was designed to handle. The engine was paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, which allowed for smooth operation and gave drivers sufficient control over varying terrains. Its top speed was modest, and its towing or payload capacities were relatively limited compared to later pickup trucks. But the Stout Light wasn't built for raw power. It was built to excel in an economy still focused on rebuilding and conserving resources. Compact by design, the Stout Light measured just over 4 meters, approximately 13 feet in length, making it a highly maneuverable vehicle, particularly suited for Japan's narrow urban streets and rural pathways. This compact size also made it easy to park and use in dense urban areas, a quality that was vital during a time when cities were growing and transportation infrastructure was being developed. Its cargo bed, though small by today's standards, was thoughtfully engineered to carry light to medium loads, up to approximately 500 kilograms, 100 pounds, making it ideal for small business owners, farmers, and tradespeople. Whether hauling tools, agricultural produce, or construction supplies, the Stout Light provided an efficient and affordable solution for everyday tasks. The vehicle's design emphasized simplicity and utility. Its front end featured round headlights and a straightforward grille, reflecting the unpretentious design ethos of the era. Unlike more modern trucks that blend aesthetics with aerodynamics, the Stout Light focused on functionality, with every aspect of its design tailored to fulfill its role as a workhorse. The cab could accommodate 2 passengers and offered basic comfort, with an emphasis on practicality rather than luxury. The flat cargo bed was designed with low sides to make loading and unloading as easy as possible, which was especially important for small-scale operations that relied on manual labor. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Stout Light was its versatility. It was marketed not only as a vehicle for farmers and rural workers, but also as a practical solution for urban delivery services and light industrial applications. Its efficient engine and low running costs made it particularly attractive for fleet operators who needed a reliable vehicle that could handle frequent use without breaking the bank. This versatility, combined with Toyota's growing reputation for quality and reliability, helped the Stout Light establish a loyal customer base. Despite its strengths, the Stout Light faced stiff competition from other Japanese manufacturers, including Nissan, Mitsubishi, and Daihatsu, which were also beginning to produce compact trucks tailored to Japan's domestic market. Each of these companies was striving to meet the growing demand for small, affordable utility vehicles, and the competition drove innovation and improvement across the segment. However, Toyota's focus on building a durable, user-friendly product gave the Stout Light a distinct edge. The Stout Light also played a key role in Toyota's expansion beyond Japan. While initially designed to meet domestic needs, it helped Toyota refine its approach to pickup trucks, laying the groundwork for the development of more advanced models like the Toyota Stout and, later, the globally renowned Toyota Hilux. The lessons learned during the production of the Stout Light about customer needs, engineering efficiency, and market demands would prove invaluable as Toyota began exporting vehicles to international markets. Today, the Toyota Stout Light is a rare and cherished collector's item. Its compact size, historical significance, and charmingly utilitarian design make it a fascinating piece of automotive history. Enthusiasts appreciate it not only for its nostalgic appeal, but also for what it represents: an era of resourcefulness, ingenuity, in the early stages of Toyota's evolution into one of the world's leading automotive manufacturers. For anyone interested in the roots of modern pickup trucks, the Stout Light stands as a humble but important milestone. It embodies the transition from purely utilitarian vehicles to more refined and versatile models. The Fiat Multipla pickup, 1956 to 1967, stands as a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Italian automotive industry during the post-war period. In the years following World War, Europe faced massive reconstruction efforts and a need for affordable, practical vehicles capable of handling the challenges of a recovering economy. Fiat, always a leader in innovative design, took its popular Fiat 600 Multipla, originally a compact four-door microvan, and transformed it into a functional, though diminutive, pickup. What resulted was a quirky, unmistakably Italian vehicle that blended utility with charm, yet was undersized for a world that still relied on larger vehicles for transportation. Fiat's Multipla pickup was powered by a 633 inline-4 engine, which produced just 22 horsepower. This engine, while underwhelming in terms of sheer performance, was ideal for its intended purpose. The pickup wasn't designed for speed or long-haul capability. Instead, it was crafted to meet the needs of urban and rural businesses, requiring a small, affordable, and efficient vehicle for local deliveries. The engine's modest output was enough to allow for nimble, short-distance driving, a trait that was highly valued in the crowded, narrow streets of post-war Italian cities. But where the Fiat Multipla pickup truly excelled was in its compact size. With an overall length of just around 12 feet, the vehicle was perfectly suited for the tight spaces of Italy's bustling urban environments, where larger trucks would be impractical, if not impossible, to maneuver. Whether it was navigating narrow alleyways in Venice or squeezing between tightly parked cars in Milan, the Multipla pickup was the ideal solution for light-duty commercial tasks in congested city centers. It wasn't just about fitting into small spaces, it was also about its minimal footprint on the road, reducing its impact on traffic congestion while providing a practical workhorse for small businesses. Its tiny cargo bed, while limited in size, able to carry a modest 300 kilograms or roughly 660 pounds, was enough to handle the needs of small enterprises such as grocery stores, tool suppliers, and tradespeople. These businesses relied on the Multipla pickup for local deliveries, with the bed being just big enough for light goods like boxes of produce, small appliances, or a few crates of tools. The pickup's low ground clearance and short wheelbase made it particularly easy to load and unload, which was another important feature for small business owners operating in areas where unloading space was at a premium. Despite its many positive traits, the Fiat Multipla pickup did face considerable limitations. The small engine, while efficient, could not handle the demands of heavy-duty use or longer trips. It struggled on steeper inclines or in rougher terrains, which meant it wasn't an option for farmers or businesses that needed a vehicle capable of carrying more substantial loads over varied landscapes. The bed's modest capacity further restricted its versatility. While it was ideal for light-duty work, it simply couldn't compete with larger trucks that could haul much more. Additionally, the Multipla pickup's design, while distinctive, was polarizing. The pickup retained many of the elements that made the Fiat 600 Multipla so charming, but this same charm also meant that it could appear impractical or overly playful to those expecting a more serious work vehicle. The small bed, combined with the bulbous rear-engine design, made it stand out in a way that could either be seen as endearing or laughable, depending on one's perspective. Despite these shortcomings, the Fiat Multipla pickup was a successful vehicle in its niche market. Its small size and efficiency made it a popular choice for businesses in Italy, especially in rural or semi-rural areas where larger vehicles would be less effective. It was a symbol of the Italian approach to solving problems with compact, clever design, turning what could have been an impractical vehicle into something that served a purpose in a specific context. Today, the Fiat Multipla pickup stands as an important piece of automotive history, both for its technical design and for its role in Italy's post-war recovery. It is a vehicle that might have been overlooked in its time, but is now cherished by collectors and vintage car enthusiasts for its historical significance, quirky design, and unique place in automotive culture. In many ways, it epitomizes the charm of Italian engineering, a small, efficient, and functional vehicle that, while limited in scope, was exactly what was needed at a particular time and place in history. The Tempo Matador 1949 to 1952 is a unique and often overlooked piece of automotive history. Produced in post-war Germany, this three-wheeled utility vehicle was part of the larger trend of compact, lightweight commercial vehicles designed to meet the economic and logistical challenges of the time. With its small 25-horsepower engine and cargo capacity of around 750 kilograms, 1,650 tons, the Matador was more of a quirky, highly specialized tool than a full-fledged truck. Despite its limitations, it had a distinctive charm and became popular in certain markets for its efficiency and practicality. The Matador's design was a direct response to the needs of small businesses and rural areas, particularly in the aftermath of World War II, when Europe faced widespread destruction and a pressing need for cost-effective, reliable transportation solutions. Unlike larger trucks, which were scarce and expensive to operate, the Matador offered an affordable option for delivering goods, particularly in urban environments or narrow streets where a full-size truck would struggle. Its compact size allowed it to navigate tight spaces with ease, making it ideal for small business owners, tradespeople, and deliver services operating in congested cities or the countryside. One of the standout features of the Matador was its three-wheel design. While this made the vehicle less stable and limited its handling capabilities, it also allowed for a reduced weight and smaller footprint, which made it more maneuverable in tight quarters. Its engine, although modest by modern standards, was adequate for the light-duty tasks it was designed to handle. The Matador's small engine and limited top speed made it impractical for long-distance transport or carrying heavy loads, but it was perfectly suited for local deliveries or light commercial use. The limited cargo capacity of around 750 gallons, 1,650 pounds, meant that the Tempo Matador was not designed for large-scale hauling or heavy-duty work. However, its small bed was sufficient for transporting smaller goods like boxes, tools, or agricultural products, which made it a valuable asset for small farms or businesses that didn't require the hauling power of larger trucks. Its lightweight and economical design made it particularly appealing in regions where fuel was scarce or expensive, as the Matador consumed far less than its larger counterparts. Visually, the Matador had an odd utilitarian aesthetic, with a rounded body and a simple, functional cabin. The three-wheeled setup gave it a somewhat cartoonish appearance, and its design reflected its utilitarian roots rather than any aspirations for style or luxury. The single rear wheel positioned in the middle gave it an unbalanced look, but this design choice was a pragmatic one, as it helped reduce the overall weight and cost of the vehicle. However, the three-wheel design did have its drawbacks. The lack of stability made the Matador less suitable for carrying heavier or more volatile cargo, and its handling on uneven roads or in adverse weather conditions could be precarious. Its small engine also meant it struggled on inclines or rough terrain, limiting its versatility and range. Despite these challenges, the Tempo Matador found a niche among small business owners and urban delivery services. Its quirky design, combined with its practicality and low operating costs, made it an attractive option in a post-war Europe that needed affordable and efficient transportation solutions. Though it was short-lived in production, the Matador remains a fascinating example of a vehicle designed to meet the specific needs of a unique time in history. Today, the Tempo Matador is a rare collectible, admired for its historical significance and unusual design. It represents a time when necessity drove innovation and when even the smallest vehicles could have a profound impact on the way people worked and lived. While its tiny size and limited capabilities may seem impractical by modern standards, the Matador was a crucial part of post-war Europe's recovery and a symbol of the ingenuity that shaped the era. The Peugeot D3A pickup, 1947 to 1955, is a prime example of a compact post-war utility vehicle designed for the urban environment. Produced in France during the late 1940s and early 1950s, this small pickup was built with practicality and efficiency in mind, particularly for the growing needs of local businesses and deliveries in tight, crowded cities. The D3A's soft, rounded lines gave it a gentle, approachable appearance that contrasted with the more rugged, utilitarian designs of larger trucks of the era. While the D3A was highly functional for urban deliveries, its tiny size meant that cargo space was limited. The small bed could accommodate only light loads, making it unsuitable for heavy-duty work or long-haul transport. However, this limitation was less of a hindrance in the context for which it was intended. The vehicle was perfect for navigating the narrow streets and alleys of French cities, where larger trucks would struggle. Its compact nature allowed it to deliver small goods efficiently, particularly in urban settings where space was at a premium. The design of the Peugeot D3A was influenced by the needs of small business owners and urban delivery services in the post-war era. After World War II, Europe was in a state of recovery, and the demand for affordable, fuel-efficient, and reliable transport was high. The D3A, with its small engine and compact dimensions, was well suited for these purposes. It was powered by a modest engine, which meant it wasn't designed for speed or heavy hauling, but was perfect for city-based tasks like delivering goods to shops, transporting light equipment, or handling small parcels. The soft, rounded body lines of the D3A reflected the design trends of the era, which favored simplicity and functionality over the sharp, angular lines that would later become more common in the 1960s and beyond. Its design was pragmatic yet charming, offering just enough space for cargo while maintaining a compact footprint that made it nimble on city streets. The bed, while small, was designed for light-duty transport. It could carry small boxes, supplies, or equipment, making it a useful tool for small businesses and craftsmen who didn't require the vast carrying capacity of larger trucks. Despite its limited cargo space, the D3A's small size made it easy to maneuver, and its fuel efficiency allowed it to be used for local trips without breaking the bank. It wasn't meant for long-distance or heavy-duty work, but it excelled in urban settings where compact size, fuel economy, and ease of handling were more important than raw hauling power. However, the limited cargo capacity did have its downsides. The small bed could carry only lighter loads, making the D3A unsuitable for more demanding commercial tasks like large-scale deliveries or hauling bulky equipment. Its engine, while efficient for city driving, lacked the power needed to tackle more challenging terrains or carry heavy weights. These limitations confined the D3A to niche roles, though its practicality and its designated use case made it a popular choice for city-based tradespeople, retailers, and delivery services. Today, the Peugeot D3A pickup is a fascinating piece of automotive history, admired for its unique design and practicality in the context of its time. Although it wasn't designed for the heavy-duty needs of larger trucks, its ability to navigate urban streets efficiently, combined with its simple yet charming design, made it a beloved vehicle for its intended market. Its small size and limited cargo space may seem impractical by today's standards, but in the context of post-war Europe, it was a crucial part of the recovery effort, helping small businesses move goods and contributing to the revitalization of cities in the aftermath of war. In the modern era, the Peugeot D3A remains a rare collectible, appreciated for its historical significance and the role it played in the transportation landscape of mid-20th century France. It serves as a reminder of the ingenuity that emerged during a period of rebuilding, where even the smallest vehicles could make a big difference in the daily lives of people and businesses. The Mitsubishi Mizushima 1946-1962 stands as an emblem of Japan's ingenuity and adaptability during its post-war recovery period. Produced in the aftermath of World War II, this three-wheeled utility vehicle offered a practical solution to the logistical and economic challenges faced by the Japanese population in the 1940s and 1950s. The Mizushima was essentially a small motorized cart, designed to provide an affordable and efficient means of transporting goods for small businesses, farmers, and urban workers who needed a lightweight, maneuverable vehicle in an era of limited resources. In many ways, the Mizushima was a response to the specific conditions of post-war Japan. The country was in the early stages of rebuilding, and the war had left the economy in tatters, making it difficult for many people to afford larger, more expensive trucks. At the same time, Japan's cities were becoming more densely populated, with narrow streets and heavy traffic making conventional four-wheeled vehicles impractical for local deliveries. The Mizushima filled this gap by offering a compact, inexpensive option that was perfectly suited for urban deliveries and small-scale agricultural or commercial use. The vehicle's design, with its three-wheeled configuration, made it highly maneuverable in tight spaces, ideal for navigating through the crowded streets of cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. The simplicity of the design allowed for easy operation and maintenance, making it accessible for a broad range of people, from small business owners to rural farmers. Its compact size also meant it could easily be parked or stored in confined spaces, which was a significant advantage in areas where parking was scarce and real estate was at a premium. The Mizushima was equipped with a small engine, which provided just enough power for short-distance travel and light loads. The engine's size and simplicity allowed the vehicle to be affordable to produce, and the vehicle itself was reliable, with minimal need for repairs or extensive maintenance. However, the same small engine that made the Mizushima efficient and inexpensive also limited its capabilities. It was ill-suited for long-distance travel, high-speed driving, or hauling large, heavy loads. Its small bed could accommodate only small, lightweight items, such as bags of groceries, tools, or agricultural products. It wasn't intended for transporting bulky items, and while its design made it perfect for urban deliveries, it couldn't compete with larger trucks for more demanding tasks. One of the defining features of the Mitsubishi Mizushima was its use of three wheels, which set it apart from the traditional four-wheel vehicles that were common in other markets. The three-wheel configuration was cheaper to produce and made the vehicle lighter and more fuel-efficient. However, this design also made the Mizushima less stable than a four-wheel truck, particularly when carrying a load. The vehicle's small size and limited cargo capacity meant it was ideal for light-duty work, but it wasn't robust enough for heavy commercial use. It wasn't designed to handle rough terrain or long trips, limiting its overall functionality compared to other more versatile vehicles. Despite its limitations, the Mizushima played a key role in Japan's recovery by providing an affordable, efficient, and practical solution for the transportation of goods in urban environments. For small businesses and farmers, it was a lifeline, allowing them to move products and materials without the expense of larger trucks. Its utility was clear in its core markets, from local deliveries to agricultural tasks, and it became a symbol of efficiency during a time when practicality was paramount. While it was never intended to be a heavy-duty workhorse or a luxury vehicle, the Mitsubishi Mizushima still holds a special place in automotive history. It reflects the early stages of Japan's automotive evolution, where vehicles were being designed with the specific needs of local economies and environments in mind. The Mitsushima's design and purpose were a testament to the country's resourcefulness, offering a simple yet effective solution to the transportation challenges faced by Japan's recovering post-war society. In addition to its practicality, the Mizushima represents a unique chapter in the history of Japanese vehicles, particularly the three-wheeled variety. While Japan is more famously known for its four-wheeled cars and trucks, the Mizushima's smaller design and niche market role highlight the country's ability to think outside the box and create solutions that fit their specific needs. Over the years, the Mizushima has become a collector's item, appreciated by vintage vehicle enthusiasts for its historical significance and its place in the broader narrative of Japan's post-war automotive industry. The Ford Anglia pickup, 1940s, is a remarkable example of British automotive design from the mid-20th century. Built on the Ford Anglia platform, this small pickup was introduced to address the needs of rural areas and small businesses during a time when practicality and simplicity were paramount. The Anglia pickup was far from being a heavy-duty truck, yet it filled an important niche, offering a compact and affordable option for those needing a vehicle capable of light cargo transport. In terms of size, the Ford Anglia pickup was, without a doubt, on the smaller side. This compact design made it perfect for those who didn't require a full-size truck, but still needed a vehicle that could carry goods, supplies, or produce. The vehicle's small size was particularly beneficial in urban and semi-urban areas, where narrow roads and limited space made larger trucks difficult to maneuver. It was also well-suited for rural settings, where farmers and small businesses required a simple, reliable vehicle to transport light loads like tools, produce, or goods. The limited payload capacity of the Anglia pickup reflected its design as a compact utility vehicle. The small bed was not designed to carry heavy or oversized items, but rather smaller, manageable loads. This meant that it wasn't ideal for large-scale commercial work or heavy-duty hauling. However, for the tasks it was built for, the Anglia pickup was an efficient and economical choice. It became popular among small farmers, shopkeepers, and local businesses who needed a reliable vehicle for their day-to-day operations. Despite its size and limited cargo capacity, the Ford Anglia pickup had a unique charm that made it stand out in its class. Its design was simple, yet functional, with an emphasis on ease of use and reliability. The vehicle's flatbed was easy to load and unload, making it well-suited for frequent, short trips. And its relatively low cost made it accessible to a wide range of people, particularly those in rural or semi-rural areas. One of the reasons the Anglia pickup was so well-suited to the needs of small businesses and farmers was its relatively low operating costs. Its small engine and lightweight design meant it was fuel-efficient, which was important during a time when fuel costs could be a significant expense for businesses operating on tight margins. Additionally, its small size meant that it was relatively easy to maintain and repair, a critical factor in an era when parts and skilled labor were less readily available than they are today. Though small and limited in capacity, the Ford Anglia pickup was known for its reliability and durability. It wasn't designed for long-distance hauling or high-speed travel, but for short local trips, it proved to be an invaluable workhorse. Its small engine was sufficient for the modest loads it was designed to carry, and its simple mechanical design made it easy for owners to maintain and keep running for many years. The vehicle was an excellent solution for the specific needs of farmers and small businesses in post-war Britain, and it reflected a broader trend in the automotive industry of creating specialized vehicles for niche markets. The Anglia pickup was, in essence, a tool that helped its owners get work done more efficiently, whether that meant transporting goods to a local market or carrying tools and materials around a farm. However, the limited payload and small bed were clear limitations, and the Ford Anglia pickup was never going to be a vehicle that could compete with larger trucks in terms of capacity or power. It was not designed for the kind of heavy-duty work that a full-size truck would undertake, and its compact size meant that it couldn't carry larger or bulkier items. For most buyers, this wasn't a problem, as the vehicle's intended purpose was to handle lighter loads and to serve as an affordable alternative to more traditional commercial vehicles. In addition to its functional design, the Anglia pickup was also appealing due to its nostalgic and quaint aesthetic. Its round edges and compact proportions made it a charming sight on the roads, and it was often seen as a cute, endearing vehicle by those who came across it. It was a far cry from the imposing, robust trucks that dominated the roads, and its unique character made it beloved by many. Despite its small size and niche appeal, the Ford Anglia pickup played an important role in the development of compact utility vehicles. It provided an affordable and practical solution for small business owners, farmers, and others who didn't need a full-size truck but still required a reliable vehicle for carrying light loads. The vehicle's simple design, low operating costs, and ease of maintenance made it a popular choice during a time when practicality and economy were paramount. Today, the Ford Anglia pickup is a rare and much-loved classic vehicle. Although it may have been considered impractical for certain tasks, the Skoda 1202 pickup, 1961 to 1973, is a charming example of Czechoslovakian automotive ingenuity, particularly in the realm of compact utility vehicles. Built as a workhorse for small businesses and service purposes, this pickup was part of Skoda's 1202 series, which was originally designed as a light commercial vehicle. While it wasn't capable of handling heavy-duty tasks like its larger counterparts, The Skoda 1202 pickup was perfect for those in need of a small, reliable vehicle to transport light loads. One of the key features of the Skoda 1202 pickup was its modest engine. Powered by a relatively small engine, the vehicle was far from a powerhouse. Its engine had just enough power to transport light cargo without overwhelming the small vehicle, which contributed to its efficiency and reliability. The pickup wasn't designed to tow large trailers or haul enormous loads. Rather, it was ideal for those needing to move goods or materials within small local areas. The bed of the Skoda 1202 pickup, while compact, was suitable for a variety of light commercial tasks. It could carry small loads such as tools, packages, or produce, and its simple design made it easy to load and unload. For service vehicles, it could be equipped with specialized gear for electricians, plumbers, or other tradespeople. The small size of the bed was one of its main advantages, allowing it to navigate narrow streets in crowded urban environments with ease, something larger trucks would struggle to do. The Skoda 1202 pickup was an economical choice for businesses looking to keep costs low while still maintaining a functional and reliable vehicle for transport. Its fuel efficiency and low maintenance requirements made it ideal for businesses operating on tight budgets. Additionally, the pickup's small engine and lightweight body made it easy to drive, even for those without extensive experience operating larger trucks. It was a great option for local deliveries, small tradespeople, and service providers. In terms of design, the Skoda 1202 pickup was typical of many small European utility vehicles from the era. Its boxy, utilitarian shape emphasized function over form. The straightforward design made it easy to repair, and parts were relatively easy to find, ensuring that the vehicle remained operational for many years. It was never intended to be a stylish vehicle, but rather one focused on reliability and practicality, and that's exactly what it delivered. Despite its small size, the Skoda 1202 pickup was built to last. Its simple mechanical systems and sturdy construction allowed it to handle the rigors of daily work. However, its small size did limit its utility when it came to hauling large or bulky items. It was never going to be the right choice for long-distance hauling or for businesses that required large-capacity vehicles. Instead, it found its place in urban environments and among smaller businesses that had more modest needs for transport. The Skoda 1202 pickup was widely used in Czechoslovakia and other parts of Eastern Europe during its production run. It became a staple in various industries, especially those requiring a reliable, small transport vehicle. The vehicle's ability to navigate crowded city streets, along with its low cost of ownership, made it a popular choice for small business owners, service workers, and local delivery companies. Its small engine also meant that it was economical to operate, making it an attractive option for businesses seeking to minimize overhead costs. The design of the Skoda 1202 pickup was fairly conventional, with a simple cabin and a flatbed rear. The compact size meant that it could be easily maneuvered in tight spaces, which was a key selling point in crowded urban centers. The bed itself wasn't large, but it was sufficient for the vehicle's intended purpose of light cargo transport. Its simplicity also made it an easy vehicle to modify, and many owners customized the truck to suit their specific needs. Though it wasn't a high-performance vehicle by any means, the Skoda 1202 pickup earned a reputation for reliability. It wasn't uncommon to see these pickups still in use long after their production ended. The vehicle's longevity can be attributed to the straightforward mechanical systems that were both durable and easy to repair. For many small businesses, the Skoda 1202 pickup became a trusted partner, allowing them to deliver goods, transport materials, and run errands without the need for a larger, more expensive vehicle. Despite its compact size and limited payload capacity, the Skoda 1202 pickup played an important role in the transportation landscape of its time. It wasn't designed to be a heavy-duty workhorse, but rather a nimble and efficient solution for small-scale tasks. Its ability to navigate narrow streets, combined with its low operating costs, made it an ideal choice for local delivery and service work. The Suzuki Carry, introduced in 1961, marks the beginning of a long legacy for the Suzuki Carry line of light commercial vehicles. What made the Carry stand out as exceptionally tiny was its compact design. which was even smaller than its later iterations. Its size and specifications were tailored for niche uses, catering primarily to urban areas or rural farms where its small cargo capacity and nimble design were more important than hauling massive loads. The M-Carry's small footprint was intentional. During the early 1960s, Japan's economy was growing rapidly, and there was a growing need for small, efficient vehicles to support both urban and agricultural businesses. The Suzuki M-Carry was designed to meet that need. Its compact bed, ideal for light deliveries or transporting tools, and small items, offered just enough space to carry modest loads. Businesses requiring transportation for small products, materials, or equipment found the M-Carry to be a practical choice. The engine of the Suzuki M-Carry was modest, as were its power and capabilities. With a small engine powering this compact vehicle, it was never meant to carry heavy-duty cargo or perform heavy lifting. Instead, it was built to excel in situations where maneuverability and low operating costs were prioritized over raw power. The M-Carry was designed to zip through narrow streets in congested urban environments, where larger trucks would have struggled. The tiny bed of the M-Carry was well suited for small deliveries in city areas or the transport of tools for local businesses. The cargo area could fit only a fraction of what full-size pickup beds could handle, making it ideal for businesses that didn't need large loads but still required reliable transportation for smaller goods. The simplicity of the bed design also meant it could easily be modified, and many owners customized the truck to suit specific business needs, from adding tool racks to optimizing it for local deliveries. The Suzuki M-Carry wasn't just a small vehicle, it was also an early example of a K-truck, a category of small vehicles popular in Japan due to tax incentives and regulations aimed at encouraging smaller vehicles for urban use. Its small engine and compact size made it both efficient and inexpensive to operate, making it a practical choice for small businesses or agricultural workers who required a reliable, low-cost transport solution. For those in need of something larger, the M-Carry wasn't suitable. However, for its intended market, it was the perfect vehicle. The design of the Suzuki M-Carry reflected its function. Its small, boxy frame was typical of early Suzuki vehicles, and it had a practical, utilitarian appearance. There wasn't much to the vehicle in terms of luxury or aesthetics. It was built to do a job, and it did so well. It was a workhorse for the urban or rural areas where it was employed, and its simplicity made it easy to maintain and repair. The M-Carry was cheap to run, which made it even more attractive to small businesses that needed a vehicle to transport goods, but didn't want to invest in a larger, more expensive vehicle. By today's standards, the Suzuki M-Carry might appear quaint and almost comically small. However, it was a crucial part of the transport landscape during its time. The vehicle wasn't about performance or power, but rather about practicality, reliability, and economy. It could maneuver in tight spaces, handle small loads, and offer businesses a way to expand their reach with an affordable vehicle. Though the M-Carry was small, it laid the foundation for the long-running Suzuki Carry line, which would go on to become one of the most recognized and enduring small truck series in Japan and abroad. The M-Carry's success demonstrated that a compact, utilitarian vehicle could be immensely valuable for businesses and individuals in need of affordable, everyday transport. Today, enthusiasts and collectors of classic vehicles might view the Suzuki M-Carry as a quaint piece of history, but for its time, it was a key player in small-scale transport. The M-Carry wasn't the most powerful or the most glamorous vehicle on the market, but its efficiency, reliability, and practicality helped define the micro-truck category in Japan. Small enough to zip around crowded streets, it made urban deliveries possible where larger vehicles couldn't go. And despite its diminutive size, it had a lasting impact on the small commercial vehicle sector, paving the way for future iterations and proving that even the tiniest of trucks could make a big difference. The Isuzu Wasp, produced from 1963 to 1972, was a unique entry in the world of small utility vehicles. Built on a passenger car platform, this compact pickup blended the practicality of a light truck with the simplicity and comfort of a passenger car. Its small size and modest engine made it well suited for light-duty tasks, particularly in Japan's rapidly growing economy during the 1960s and early 1970s. The Wasp's most notable feature was its compact design. With its small cargo bed, the Isuzu Wasp was perfect for small-scale commercial tasks like deliveries, transporting goods for small businesses, or assisting farmers with light-duty chores. The design was simple and efficient, offering just enough room for smaller loads, perfect for the needs of Japan's urban and rural businesses at the time. Isuzu's decision to base the Wasp on a passenger car platform meant that the vehicle had the ease of operation and comfort associated with a sedan, while still providing enough space for carrying small loads. Its small footprint allowed it to maneuver easily through narrow streets in crowded urban areas, where larger trucks would struggle. The cargo bed, while modest, offered just enough capacity for light goods, making it ideal for businesses that didn't need to haul heavy or bulky items. Another benefit of using a car platform was that the Wasp provided better ride comfort compared to traditional trucks. With car-like handling, the Wasp was more nimble and less bouncy than larger trucks, which made it particularly attractive for businesses that needed a reliable and comfortable workhorse for urban environments. The suspension and drivability were more refined compared to many of its larger competitors, making it a smooth ride for both the driver and the goods being transported. The Isuzu Wasp was powered by a small engine, which meant it wasn't capable of heavy hauling or long-distance travel with large loads. Its focus was entirely on small-scale, urban or local deliveries, and it was perfect for tasks that didn't demand high power, but still required reliability and practicality. This smaller engine also kept operating costs low, which made the Wasp an affordable option for small business owners looking to expand their ability to deliver goods or materials without breaking the bank. Despite its practical advantages, the Isuzu Wasp was a niche vehicle. It wasn't designed for rugged work or heavy-duty hauling, and its small cargo bed meant that it was never going to be a solution for large-scale logistics. It also had limited appeal outside of Japan's urban and suburban areas, where the need for small, economical utility vehicles was greatest. However, for its intended market, the Wasp was a vital part of the economy, helping small businesses and urban dwellers manage deliveries and light work tasks. As time went on, the Isuzu Wasp was eventually replaced by more modern pickups that offered greater payload capacities and stronger engines. However, it laid the groundwork for the evolution of small utility vehicles in Japan and influenced the development of future compact trucks in the region. What made the Wasp tiny wasn't just its physical size, but its humble yet effective purpose. It wasn't a truck in the traditional sense. There were no heavy lifting capabilities or massive cargo spaces. Instead, it was a tool designed for specific needs, helping businesses that required just a bit more than a sedan could offer but didn't need a full-size truck. Its practicality and efficiency in handling light loads made it an essential vehicle for small-scale operations during its time. Today, the Isuzu Wasp stands as an interesting and quaint part of automotive history, representing an era where small, efficient vehicles helped it to power Japan's post-war economic boom. While it wasn't a revolutionary model in terms of performance or power, its focus on practicality, fuel efficiency, and comfort made it an indispensable tool for countless small business owners who needed a vehicle that could handle urban deliveries without the expense of a larger, more cumbersome truck.